All right, starting section 6.3, problem solving in geometry with proportions. So they give you the proportion to start with, and you have this diagram, and we got to figure out this length. All right, so MQ, what's the length for MQ? It's 21. So I have 21 over MN, which is 6, is equal to LQ over LP, which is 5. All right, so with this setup, I can easily solve for LQ. So I have 5 times 21, which is 105. And that's equal to 6 times LQ. Divide by 6. And LQ is equal to what? How many times does 6 go into 105? It goes in there. Goes in there 17 times. And what do you have left over? Oops, not 1, 3, 6. Or it reduces to 17 and a half. Done. All right, for example 2, given LJ over JN is equal to MK over KP, find JN. Okay, LJ is equal to what? I don't know what it's equal to, but I'm trying to find JN. All right, your goal here is to create an expression that's equivalent to LJ that includes JN. All right, so if I take 16 and I subtract JN, that leaves me with what's left over, which is LJ. So LJ is equal to 16 minus JN. And then over JN, that's what I'm trying to solve for. Okay, so that's fine. MK is equal to 12. And KP is equal to 6. All right, there's my proportion. Let's cross multiply. So I have 12 JN is equal to 6 times 16 minus JN. Okay, you could distribute here, or you could do this. You could just divide by 6 right away. Make life a little easier. Okay. And then I'm going to add JN. All right, that gives me 3. JN is equal to 16. I'll divide by 3. And JN is equal to 5 1/3. Done. All right, starting example 3. QU over QS is equal to RV over RT. And in this proportion, I don't have SU. All right, so we have to create an expression with SU in this proportion somehow. Okay, so QU is this whole thing, and I could say that QU is equal to 6 plus SU. Yeah, that works. And then over QS, which is 6, and then RV is 10 over RT, which is 4. All right, so here I cross multiply, and I get 60 is equal to 24 plus 4 SU. So I subtract 24. Now I have 36 is equal to 4 SU. Divide by 4. And SU is equal to 9. Done. All right, for example 4, the Titanic was 900 feet long and 90 feet wide. If you want to make a scale model of the Titanic that is 5 feet long, then how wide should it be? Okay, so if I took the Titanic and I shrunk it down, all right, we should have this type of proportion. 900 feet, that's the length over the width, okay, over 90 feet. That should be equal to, well, what is the length of the model? It's going to be 5 feet over, what's the width? That's what I need to figure out. All right, or call that X, your choice. So now I cross multiply, and I get 450 is equal to 900 W. Divide by 900, and W is equal to 1/2. W is equal to 0.5 feet. All right, that's all there is to it. That's how you'll come up with a scale model with the right dimensions. All right, on to the next example. All right, example 5. In 2007, the exchange rate of Mexican pesos to American dollars was 11-1. When traveling to Mexico City, all right, pesos, let's do this first, to dollars is 11-1. All right, when traveling to Mexico City, Caroline paid 143 pesos for a jacket. Set up a proportion and determine how much Caroline paid for the jacket in American dollars. All right, so pesos is on top, so I have 143. And on the bottom, I don't know how many dollars I paid. That's X. So there's our proportion. So I have 11X is equal to 143 divided by 11. And I get X is equal to 13. So paid $13 for the jacket. All right, and that's how you work out the exchange rate when going between different denominations of money. Example 6. Ruben and his wife recently purchased a home for $500,000. After owning the home for 1 year, they paid $5,000 in property taxes alone. It's a lot of money. Ruben's friend is planning to buy a $1 million home, but Ruben is concerned that his friend does not have a clear understanding of how much he will have to pay in property taxes. Set up a proportion based on Ruben's own payments to determine how much his friend would have to pay in property taxes each year. All right, so we'll do it this way. There's different ways to do it. I'm going to put house price on top and property taxes on the bottom. So house price for Ruben is $500,000. And he paid $5,000 in property taxes. His friend is going to pay $1 million. You have to figure out how much his friend is going to pay in property taxes. Okay, so very basic problem. I will cross multiply. And I have 5 billion is equal to 500,000 times X. We could have canceled out the zeros in the beginning. Okay, that can make life easier. All right, but I'm just going with these large numbers to start with. And now I will cancel out the zeros. All right, so what am I left with? Here I have, this was canceled out. All right, I have this right here. So how many times does 5 go into 50,000? That's what I'm trying to figure out. All right, goes in there 10,000 times. All right, so that's how much his friend will be paying in property taxes based on the proportion that we set up. Done. All right, that's all there is to it. Lots of proportions involved in this lesson. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask. Now begin the assignment.